This is All India Radio. In the program Spotlight, now we bring you a discussion on entry of MV Ganga Vilas cruise into the Northeast, the boost to river tourism development. The participants are A. Selvakumar, Regional Director, Inland Waterways Authority of India, Guwahati, and Manas Pratim Sarma, EIR Correspondent.
Good evening to all the listeners of All India Radio. This evening we are joined by Mr. A. Selvakumar, who is heading the regional office in Guwahati of Inland Waterways Authority of India. Tonight we will speak on the MV Ganga Vilas as the river cruise has already reached in Assam. So Mr. Selvakumar, would you please tell us how is the journey so far?
Journey of MV Ganga Vilas has started from the Varanasi on 13th January flagged off by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. Successfully it has come to Indian border by crossing the Indo-Bangladesh protocol route. Travelled around 2,400 kilometers. And the tourist and all, they have reached by morning 10:35 IW Dhubri port. Had a reception and all by district administration and IWI. And then they left the Dhubri and reached at Golpara. Successfully it is a travelling vessel. There is no problem. It gives an immense pleasure also for us to see that the vessel it has completed that Bangladesh leg of the journey and it has entered our Indian border after crossing this Dhubri border. And this historic movement, it gives that regeneration of waterway transportation in the country. You see this as per the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. This waterway provides an impressive alternate as a mode for both passenger and cargo traffic. See, this historic movement has successfully completed the voyage, and earlier in past also lost so many cargo vessels voyage has been successfully passed. See, with our Union Minister for Port, Shipping and Waterways and Shri Sarvananda Sonowalji's guidance, we have successfully engineered this world longest cruise with the arrival of Ganga Vilas at Dhubri in Assam.
And you must have spoken with some of the passengers who are travelling from Varanasi to Assam now through MV Ganga Vilas. So what's their experience so far?
Yes, really what happened after reaching this is that there are 28 foreign tourists are there in this Ganga Vilas and one from German also. We reached the Dhubri port. Our Honorable Minister for Tourism, Shri Jayant, he has received all our foreign tourists and district administration were there and we have provided them their cultural program also. This Indian border is a Dhubri. Their immigration is also to be taken place in the land and while doing immigration, these foreigners were watching this cultural program and they were displayed this art and craft, local art and craft thing was displayed and they were enjoying and they were very happy received by our port. And the immigration was also very good within 30-35 minutes. All 28 passengers, they have completed also immigration clearance and custom clearance was also done on board and there was no entrance. Really they felt very happy.
The flagging off was done by none other than our Honorable Prime Minister in Varanasi and it is supposed to reach to Dibrugarh on 1st of next March. So what's your plan for the culmination ceremony?
Now, this is as per our program, that vessel is traveling very fast. Its speed against current also, it is more than 14-15 km per hour. Normally, vessel travels around 8-9 km only, but this vessel speed is more. We are supposed to reach the downstream of Joyuapa, that area, but there will not be any problem. Then now, program for receiving function at Bogeyville, as per our schedule, it was on 1st March. Now, we are planning that whether we can make it on 28th, that is one day before evening, whether we can make this reception also. Like that also we are planning, that is also in progress. If that speed is maintained, because waterway depth and everything is good, that is why they could achieve this speed also. And we are planning to make on 28th evening. As per schedule, it is 1st March only. Even whatever maybe, whether it is 20th evening or 1st March, there will be a big reception function will be being arranged by IWI at Bohiville, and we will be inviting all that local VIPs. The big function will be conducted for receiving them. Because 1st March by 3 o'clock their flight is there from Dibrugarh to New Delhi. That is why we are planning a very big function at Bogeyville.
So after culmination of the Dibu journey of this MV Ganga Vilas, what's the road ahead for IWA or this luxury cruise vessel? So what will be the next journey and what's your plan for the next trip?
See, with this successful passage of this Ganga Vilas, this route has become set for regular passenger also, for the tourist cruise. They can move this waterway from National Waterway 1 to National Waterway 2 through this Indo-Bangladesh protocol. With this, especially, we are making a regular passage for cargo also. Cargo and especially the over-dimensional cargo also can pass through this route. So this will encourage all other operators also. Like here if you see National Waterway 2 and all, there are many operators, MV Mahababu, they are also flying with 33 tourists from England and Nimati. And then another one company is there, ABCD Exploration. They are planning to move ODC dimensional cargo from Calcutta to Numaligarh. This all will be encouraged in future. And this vessel also, this longest river cruise vessel MV Ganga also, we had interaction at Dubri when we received them at Dubri. He was also telling that when this vessel is already booked for next 3 years. Foreigners have booked this one and they have that much demand for this one.
What is the employment opportunities through this river cruise? You have mentioned that there are issues of commercial viability, tourism potentiality. How all this would create to employment generation?
When they come to a place, this is not a travel from Varanasi to directly to Dibrugarh in river only. Daily what happens, they are having a program, sightseeing, this cultural, this thing, everything they are having a sightseeing and they are having a all program also. They will be coming to the land and visiting the place. There are the chances are there for tourism. That local area also will be very much benefited by these foreigners visiting their area and they are purchasing and they will be seeing all our culture, all the things. That type of many direct benefit is also there. And the travel, we want to move through a road also. We will be engaging a travel, this thing for moving from one place to another place. Like that, many indirect potential is also there for employment, for local employment. That definitely it will impact.
All our foreign tourists are traveling in the first journey. Very welcome move that foreigners are coming to this part, especially to see this beauty of the Eastern India. Particularly, they are enjoying it. Do you think there is a possibility for, start a low budget sort of journey for the local people of India who may not be able to, afford that much of cost for river tourism? How do you see that potentiality?
Yes, that is one of the things that many people are expressing, because this vessel for built in that 5-star standard they have made, and that whatever service they are providing also very high standard. That is why it is very expensive also per day. It is cost too much for our Indians. For that, what happens when this type of tourism comes, many people, Indian people are also approaching. They also want to have a low budget, this type of cruise movement like that. Now we can see that one in many places like this Dibrugarh and Guijan, these areas, and we are seeing that one. Many local operator, they are also building this type of passenger vessels, and they are moving near to this Kaziranga, this Nimati Ghat, Silghat, like this type of things, it is also coming up day by day. It is coming up. Once this awareness has come, that the river cruise movement having local people also definitely they were also showing interest for moving in waterway, and we could see many vessels it is coming up. Even Ganga also, Calcutta also, we are finding that one many local movement by these Indian people for them with low budget is also coming up. Definitely this within a short period it will come up, because people are watching. Everybody is having why we should not this type of enjoyment. That way, meeting our low budget requirement, that also tourist operators are coming up. It will come within a short period.
Minister's activities in Northeast, would you like to say what is your plan in coming days for Assam or as a whole for Northeast?
Yes, with our guidance of our Union Honorable Minister, Shri Sarvananda Sonowal sir, we are developing one ship repair facility. Now this has already been approved. This total cost of the project is also around 450 crore, which couldn't take up for last 10-15 years, because for any ship for repairing and all, we have to go to Calcutta for get it repaired. The travel time from Guwahati to going to Calcutta, not only Guwahati, in the entire northeast region, vessel going to Calcutta and get it repaired and coming back, the travel time, cost of journey, repairing cost, because it is far away. Those types are very expensive. Then that is also one of the main constraints to people. They are hesitating to run the vessel in this northeast. Now with the initiatives of our Honorable Minister Sarvananda Sonowal, this one project already has sanctioned. First phase development around 208 crore has been been sanctioned by government, and now this tender everything has been floated. Now it is under evaluation. Next, adjacent to our Pandu port, we are constructing a ship repair facility, which we can repair up to 600 metric ton ship. We can repair it. The design, everything is being done by IIT Madras. One more work you can see that one in Jogigopa. Jogigopa is having a multi-modal logistic park. MMLP is coming up by the state government. There also IWT terminal, we have already awarded work, that one around 70 crore project. That work already, earthwork filling, bank protection work, that's already been started by one DVP infrastructure company. That work is also we have given to NHIDCL on deposit basis. That work is also coming up. Major works being under construction. One more work we have already want to take up at Bogibbil area. That is also under our guidance of Union Honorable Minister Sarvananda Sonal sir at Bogibbil. Similarly, for the other northeast region also, if you find this in Mizoram, for example, Mizoram, there are a lot of rivers are there. One Chautlang Titivan river is there. That river was also that state government want to develop. Like that, another two rivers also we will be developing. Similarly, many other river IWT, it is inland water transport related projects in Assam, then as well as in Tripura, like Manipur, everything not only coming up, so many projects in progress also. The entire northeast development is very active.
It was being discussed several times regarding dredging of Brahmaputra. As you rightly mentioned that the waterway is the cheapest mode of transportation or communication. So what is the present development? How do you see the requirement of dredging of the Brahmaputra?
Yes, you see this entire river Brahmaputra is a national waterway, 891 kilometer stretch from Bangladesh border, that is Dhubri to Sadia. This entire river is having river width about averaging 2 kilometer minimum, around 25 kilometer also width. Like that, it is narrow as well as wide. Like that, it is spread over in that 891 kilometer stretch. But if you see that one for navigation purpose for our inland waterways of India, our national waterway, we need only 32 meter bottom width. That bottom width of the river only we need for navigation purpose for a two-way lane. That much portion only we will be interested in dredging, not that entire river dredging. Now this is one what happened if you see from Bangladesh border to Sadia, we have divided into three categories. That means three beats. First beat is Bangladesh border to Nimati. We are developing for 2.5 meter depth. In that, if you see, there will be so much spot will be there, where they say water during this lean season, from this October to March, water level goes down. During that period, many shallow patches will come because of this wider reaches. In that wider reaches, water will spread and the depth will come reduced. There, what happen, we will deploy our dredger and we will be dredging. We are already having 5 dredgers in our national waterway 2. It is departmental dredger only. Now, presently, 3 dredgers have been deployed. One is at Dhubri, one is near to the Tilgat, and one is at Nimati, this area. Similarly, from Nimati to Dibrugarh to Sadia, we are maintaining 1.5 meter depth. This is the requirement of inland waterways dredging. Those portions wherever we are getting depth, we are doing it. Already we are doing dredging. Entire river with the dredging is not required for national waterway to this Brahmaputra. Wherever patch only we have to do. If we don't have a dredger department, then only we will go for a big tender under for dredging this one. Similarly, in Ganga also, if you see that one, they have awarded dredging work through outsource the contract only. They will be dredging and maintaining these patches. These patches only we have to see. Like that, if you see this in national waterway, from Bangladesh border to this the entire stretch, there are around 70-75 patches will come up. That will not be in the same place. Every different location it is coming, because we are having a study data under. It will have that one emerge. Then immediately we will deploy our dredger and we will cut that small portion and we will make the channel. Like that, dredging is already going on. If you don't use a department dredger, then only you have to go for outside tendering. If you see that one river Dhansari is there, that is also national waterway only. There what happened, Numaligarh ODC, over-dimensional cargo, they are bringing from Calcutta to this Numaligarh plant. There is a expansion project is there, that is around some 35,000 crore project for expanding this 3 million metric ton per annum. That capacity of Numaligarh, they are developing to 9 million metric ton. For that, they are bringing all imported items through waterway only. That cannot be brought by road as well as rail also. So for that, what happened, that river Dhansari also is to be dredged. For that, we have given this work to DCA, Dredging Corporation of India, for undertaking dredger, because whatever dredger we are having, we need it for this using in our national water to Brahmaputra. For that dredging, we have sought help from DCA, and they also now recently floated tender, and those dredger also will be coming soon. Now this March end or April first week, one consignment is coming. For that we are planning to use our own dredger. In case DCI is providing their dredger, then we will deploy our dredger in this Brahmaputra.
Once again, Mr. Selva Kumar, thank you again for giving us your time.
Thank you very much.
You were listening to a discussion on the entry of MV Ganga Vilas cruise into the Northeast, a boost to river tourism development. The participants were A. Selvakumar, Regional Director, Inland Waterways Authority of India, Guwahati, and Manas Pratim Sarma, EIR Correspondent. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You may email your opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com.